So, hey guys, Ford here from Ford's Tool Reviews. Not really a face reveal because I've already revealed my face, but I want to kind of sit down and talk to you guys. Here's my Pittsburgh pass-through that I'm always talking about. A subscriber or somebody had commented. Why is my camera going out of focus? There we go. A subscriber had commented and was wondering if videos are starting to get more inconsistent. Sorry about the finger movement. I'm just looking. Sometimes there's a YouTuber that I like to watch a lot, and it's Sunday, and he usually uploads on Sundays. And I'm just looking at some inventory in here in my room. He commented and he said our video is going to get more inconsistent. In a way, technically, maybe yes. I don't really know. Unfortunately, today I was going to go outside with a Dremel and show you guys how to work with one of those. For those of you who are new to the channel or who have never seen a Dremel work before, or I don't know, maybe you just like to watch Dremels work. Although I am thinking about taking this little wooden part downstairs. This doesn't have any rhyme or reason or design plan. I'm just looking to see what's gonna work, and I'm thinking of putting this on the tool bench as like a crank. I don't know how well I can do that, but I'd have to use a hole saw from Cobalt. You know, the ones that they're not circular, they're just like they're well, they are circular. They're like little saws that you cut into wood, and then they make these little round wooden wheels that you can turn into like pulleys and stuff. Well, I looked up how to do that, and I've got all the tools. I've got the Dremel. The rope I'm going to need to let dry out because it has been raining, and I need to stress test it and make sure it'll still work. And I want to make a pulley design for this workbench. Like if I'm working with an engine or something, I don't have to lift it on top. I can just have it set offset. But I don't think that the workbench is strong enough yet. My thing about it is the problem in the winter time around here from December to early March, and especially past Groundhog Day, when they say 6 more weeks of winter down here where we live, that's not what they mean. What they literally mean is 6 more weeks of rain, or 3 more weeks of rain. So I'm getting washed out today. I was washed out yesterday. We were actually out doing a project yesterday, which is why I failed to upload yesterday. I got home and I was bat crap tired, and I could not bring myself to do anything. Now the good news is I'm starting to make some of my own parts. I'm running out of resources, so we'll see what we can do. Like I said, I'm not really looking for handouts yet. I've still got to figure out what to do with this. Dogs. And I'm going to make a wheel for this, bolt it on with the Ryobi. Unfortunately, I was not able. I saw them yesterday and I can't find them now. There's a 7/16 impact driver that we have that I can use. But yeah, very limited to resources right now. I would love to have some really thick sheet metal, or just like metal cylinders to use on this that are like stainless and they're like covered with like that Evercoat stuff. But I don't have any. And this bolt, I want to get rid of this thing. It's metric, and it's been in my toolbox for God knows how long, and I want to get rid of it. It's not serving a purpose sitting here in the shop or in my room. As far as the garage goes, yeah, the garage is still covered with crap. If we ever get rid of those shelving units, I'm going to use that steel sheet metal that comes out of that. I may just use the whole enchilada and use that as a future workbench and just cut it down or cut it off with a metal blade, and then just use the grinder to grind it down. Now, when I say grinder, I mean Dremel, because we don't have a real grinder, unfortunately. Everyone's always asking me this too. They say, Ford, why are you always using 7/16? Do you use any other size? Yes, I do. But 7/16 is the most readily available for me, and seems to be holding up quite well, so I have no plans to change the 7/16 to anything else. This thing's crap. I'm just gonna beat this into a piece of wood. This thing is just junk. I galled up the threads on it. It's trash. There's no resuscitating it. Unless I can melt it down and use it to make another part. There's no resuscitating it. I don't know. One thing of it is, I do have a little bit more wood that I can use, but they're like old pickets, and my father used them or cut them, and he was thinking that we were going to need to use them. I might as well just go ahead and use them, because he's not going to use them. I mean, no, like, seriously, he's not going to use them. They were, when we had our big dogs, they were spares in case they broke through one of the fence pickets, and they never did that. And then Blackie, the oldest dog, passed away last year. No, the second oldest dog passed away last year, so I mean, that fence, I'll just go ahead and use those. What is there? What is today? What is today? What is today? I was gonna say, Google Maps is asking me if I'm at Food City. I'm not at Food City. I'm at my house. My house is not Food City. I am not. Food City is not at my house. As far as chain goes, I was thinking of making a chain hoist. Again, you'd have to find like a pulley though. And it seems to me that every time that we go to the hardware store to buy something, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's like, we'll go to the hardware store and we have to rush out. So Ford Tools doesn't get to do his tool reviews. It's just stupid. The reason I'm doing this stream is because it's like raining and I don't want to go back outside. I was going to use the Dremel today, hence the word was, going to use the Dremel today, and then I figured out how wet it was. You don't want to go outside and use an electrical cord in a puddle. That just spells disaster. You will not have a good time if you do that. It's just, yeah, my camera's focusing again. Yeah, you guys can see my rock and roll stuff back here. I am a guitarist. I do play the guitar. Some of it. I may take a break from tool reviews if it keeps raining and just do music for a week or something. I don't know. And then I have this other 7/16 bolt right here that's not galled up, and I brought it upstairs, and I don't remember why I brought it upstairs, but I mean, it's here. Somebody's asking me a question about sheet metal. Am I going to get more sheet metal? Not anytime soon. I'm sorry to say that, but sheet metal, as easy as it is to get in my area, and it's not expensive at all, it's a huge pain in the butt to drive my pickup over there with rear wheel drive and then load sheet metal up, make sure it doesn't blow out the back end, and then get it back home where I can use it and shape it, and I don't have a saw to cut it. Yeah, I know, not the best YouTuber. Here's the deal about me. I don't have any sponsors. So, if anybody feels like they want to sponsor me, just let me know and I will give you my mailing address. But I don't have any sponsorships right now. This is all me spending money and not a whole lot, I might add, to get this, because most of the stuff I got, ironically, for the tool bench was free. I used a log from the forest. I used a base from a old tool bench that my dad just wanted to get rid of, and then the only things I've spent money on, literally, camera's blurring. Hi there. The only things I've spent money on, to be truthfully honest, is my pass-through ratchets, my combination ratchet wrench set, and my tool bag. Because that just needed to be, that was way overdue to be replaced.
I'm gonna make coffee because your sister wants some. Do you want a cup?
Sure.
Okay.
I can't say no to a cup of coffee. Yeah, Jamie is a nickname that I go by. Hey, if you're working on stuff, you don't ever pass up a cup of coffee. That is in the, not to get, we're religious, but not to get super religious on everybody. That is in like the 10 Commandments of workshop. Thou hast to have coffee. I mean, that's just the way it is. Before you pick up a ratchet, before you pick up a hammer, thou hast to have coffee. And I am tired as crap. I don't understand why this happens. Like it seems every time that we have or I have a major project I want to do, it rains. And I'm not trying to be a jerk about it, but it just rains. Or it's wet, or some kind of catastrophe happens. The only reason I got that workbench finished was because I said, I'm putting everything else off until I get that done. Because there was more than one reason that we needed that. For example, the workbench was created because, well, I said already that we needed it. Like, we use sawhorses and stuff, But if we have like a major project, that's why. Just to keep stuff, keep stuff where it can be found. And I think that I could be wrong, but has anybody like sheet metal? How about iron? See, the thing is, I was thinking about getting. I should have done this. I was thinking about getting a Ryobi drill. I don't have a credit card, and I don't feel like spending a whole hoopla of money right now. And I don't have a whole lot, but I don't feel like spending a whole hoopla of money right now. There's just loose hair on my pants. But I don't like spending a whole lot of money right now. And I know everyone's like, but you're a Ford tool. Guys, I haven't gotten sponsorships from Harbor Freight or anybody. As much as I love going to Harbor Freight, if they would like to sponsor me, they just have to comment on this video and I'll give them my contact. Or I can call the corporate directly and say, hey, this is my contact information. I don't really know what else to tell you. Because I mentioned guitars. Okay, so because I mentioned guitars, somebody's asking why didn't I use those to make a musical YouTube channel? Because people on those YouTube channels sit down and they do a lot of stuff. Like, it's not like standing up. You're like sitting down a lot trying to play the guitar, which I do a lot of. But the audience for that can be really ruthless. I mean, they can be really, really ruthless. So, she's probably coming back here to tell me coffee's ready. And that's the same reason I don't do a cooking channel. I look tired. Yeah, I'm tired. I am tired. Had a busy weekend and had to do a lot of lifting. I was actually going to get on my massage chair that I had reviewed. I haven't used that thing in 4 weeks. It's been sitting over here in my closet. Smelting aluminum. I would love to do that. I think I have something I could smelt with, but let me tell you guys a little secret about living in the suburbs and doing Ford tool reviews. If you live in the suburbs of Tennessee or excuse me, in the suburbs of Tennessee or Iowa or Texas, well, not so much Texas, but like New York, we're out in the boonies, but we're not that far out in the boonies. We're actually on the outskirts of the city. So I'm very, very limited to what I can do, which is kind of stupid because today would have been... Now let me tell you guys a little secret. The reason I wanted to do the dremeling today, I wanted to do the dremeling today and cut some of this stuff down, is because it's moist outside. Well, it's wet, and because it's been raining, so there's very little fire risk from sparks coming off of the machine, the Dremel machine, and it's so easy to get on there and do that. That's one reason. The other reason is because I want to try to cut that piece of wood with the sanding block bit on there. I cannot talk this morning. I'm sorry I don't sound very ecstatic. Like I said, I'm kind of sick, but being sick or not, I try to get videos out for you. And the ratchet I went out and did in a real world scenario. One of my commenters actually commented and said, what would you do in a real world situation? Like I said, this isn't a live video, but in a real world situation, it works just like any of your other ratchets do. It even comes with a bit for your regular ratchets from Pittsburgh or Craftsman, anything that's a 1/4 inch drive. No, 3/8 inch drive. Which is usually what you'll be using. This is the bit he was referring to. Right there. Man, I had a late lunch. And I'm getting ready to have coffee at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So... excuse me. I need some water. There was something I built a while ago, and it was a throttle control for a lawnmower, and my father didn't approve of it. No, it was a chute control. It was a chute control to get through and mow down all the really big leaves, leaves, and just throw them out the other side. And it was a chute control, and in order to shut it, you had to push up on the mechanism, and to open it, you had to let it drop down. So it was a good invention. My father, though, wasn't approving of it, and he doesn't really approve of much I do, but yeah, he wasn't raised right. But no, he's a good guy. He can be a bit of a jerk. And because it wasn't a stupid idea. I mean, I understand that you can get hurt by chute control. You can get hurt by walking. I mean, told you guys I'm kind of sick. I'm trying to see if Rather Be Welding uploaded a video. I don't see it. Somebody else commented on my video, though. That's pretty nice. Yeah, you guys are going to see a lot more of the Pittsburgh pass-through ratchet and socket and the ratchet combination 7-piece wrench set. These are my basically Craftsman tools. But they're made in Taiwan, so not China. That is not focusing. My camera does not give a crap this morning. I apologize for the horrible quality of this video, but my camera just does not give a flying crap this morning. So I don't want to go too much longer. I'm already bumping up towards 25 minutes. But I just want to let you guys know that there are a lot more videos coming. Hopefully, I was going to do some filming on a project we were doing yesterday. However, I can't film that crap because of the worker that I work with. My dad. But, because he's impatient as crap. So, yeah, in the next couple of days, tomorrow, I will be heading over to my aunt's house, I think. She's got some old cabinetry that she wants to haul to the dump. I may not film that. I might. I don't know. Would you guys like to watch a video of me hauling out crap? Let me know in the comments section below. I'm going to end the video right here because this has been long enough of a chat. But I enjoy doing these for you guys. If you have any suggestions for me in the future that is a reasonable suggestion, let me know. I'll answer one more question. Am I going back to Lowe's and Home Depot? I was over there yesterday, actually, looking at a Ryobi drill/impact driver combo kit. I know, everyone's like, why don't you have a freaking drill? I don't have a drill because I don't have any excuse. Just because I don't. I want one, but I don't have one. I'd like to have a Dremel too, but I don't have a Dremel either. And I'd really like to have a welder, but I don't have one of those either. So, sorry for the fuzziness in this video, the fuzzy quality. I know it's not the greatest, but it's better than nothing. So, I'm Ford. I look like a mess. Why didn't anybody tell me that I look like a mess? I'm Ford. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. More projects to come.